Here's the problem. Currently, 80% of companies conduct background checks on their full-time employees, but less than 20% do any type of due diligence on their vendors. So, while your HR department is busy screening your employees, who's keeping an eye on your vendors? Because of the U.S. Patriot Act, we define a vendor as any non-personnel expense, including suppliers, service providers, and subcontractors, both on-site and off-site. In today's high-risk business environment, your company must not only be in compliance with the federally mandated U.S. Patriot Act, but also a variety of other federal laws and regulations, such as the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, the Conflict Minerals Law, and the U.S. Bioterrorism Act. Many states are also creating additional regulations companies must comply with, such as the California Transparency and Supply Chain Act. Enforcement is being stepped up, and penalties are routinely imposed from as little as thousands of dollars to as much as $800 million per incident. For example, an employee of a mid-sized energy company was accused of bribing officials in Venezuela in exchange for payment of receivables. To avoid prosecution, they agreed to a permanent injunction and paid a $25,000 fine. Based on allegations from the U.S. Department of Justice, a large international manufacturer based in the United States has spent over $135 million so far on professional and related fees for an inquiry into whether it paid bribes to government officials overseas. A Milwaukee exporter makes 6 separate shipments of TV sets to Trover S.A. of Cristobal, Panama. It is fined $300,000 for trading with a specially designated national of Cuba in violation of the Trading with the Enemy Act. Prison time for some of these violations vary from 10 to 20 years. Besides the danger of hefty fines from numerous bureaus, you must also deal with the direct risk of financial or reputational loss from negligent or even malicious vendor activity. Establishing a contract without accurately screening a company's financial stability, licensing, insurance certifications, and criminal records can result in significant financial and public relations ramifications. Stop for a moment and ask yourself these questions about your current and potential vendors. How do you know if they are on a government watch list? How do you know if their insurance has expired or been canceled? How do you know if they are experiencing signs of financial trouble? Do you know if you have an accurate and complete W-9 tax form? We actively screen vendors in over 195 countries worldwide. The main difference between GRMS and other reporting agencies is other agencies allow vendors to self-report their information. At GRMS, we third-party verify all information for each and every vendor, not allowing any detail to slip through the cracks. In addition, GRMS can collect, manage, and electronically store any standardized document such as tax forms, certificates of insurance, and an acknowledgement of your company's vendor policies. We manage the information collected on each vendor and assign a pass or fail grade based on your company's specific screening criteria. But we don't stop there. We also work with your vendors to help them get into compliance with your company's specific criteria. Global Risk Management Solutions provides you with a comprehensive, no-cost, web-based vendor screening program to safeguard your company from the potential liabilities and risks your company faces while conducting business. Our programs include domestic and international due diligence and risk mitigation services. So how does GRMS benefit you and your company exactly? Well, easy implementation. Your vendor screening program can be set up in just a few hours. Check. Vendor information is graded based on your company's customizable screening criteria. Check. Ongoing Certificate of Insurance Management and W-9 tax form verification. Check. Assistance with international watch list compliance, including the federally mandated U.S. Patriot Act, as well as a variety of other federal laws and regulations. Check. No cost to your company. Your external vendors pay the modest cost of screening services. Check. By now, you're beginning to realize that you actually do have an option to effectively screen vendors, manage compliance, and mitigate organizational risk on a global scale. So, in a nutshell, what does GRMS do? We provide a no-cost, web-based vendor screening and compliance program that is customized for your company. Now you have a choice. You can return to the status quo and flip a coin in the risk management maze, or you can let GRMS take it from here. All the hard work is done for you as your critical vendor data is served up on a silver platter, putting you in total control. Find out how the GRMS vendor screening program helps many of the nation's top companies mitigate risk on a global basis. Visit us online at globalrms.com/RP301 or give us a call today at